Welcome back to Top Talks. Today we're going to be talking about some martial arts. Stand by.
Stand by.
Welcome back. Today we're joined with Mario and Randy, as usual. We're going to talk about martial arts.
Kung Fu.
Woo!
Interesting.
Very interesting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, since we were kids, and even adults, there's always some martial arts system that people do join,
Yeah.
for various reasons.
Yeah.
Physical fitness, self-defense.
Yeah.
Or just want to be a badass.
Or be a cool guy.
Or a cool guy, right?
Yeah.
So, when martial arts, what type of martial arts come to your mind immediately when you say, "Hey, what's your study?"
Oh, Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kung Fu.
Yeah, because that's what you see on TV.
Yeah, like Bruce
Yeah.
Lee.
Bruce
No.
Lee, yeah.
Bruce Lee,
Jet
Kung Fu,
Li.
yeah. And
Yeah.
Jet Li, yeah.
All of them, yeah.
All of them, right?
That's true, yeah.
And then when MMA came,
Yeah.
the UFC particularly,
Yeah.
they started with all the different forms of martial arts.
Yeah.
Put them in a cage, beat down,
Yeah.
whoever wins. Bam! For today, what I want us to react to is Filipino martial arts, particularly Balintawak Tabuada system.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Filipino.
Filipino. Let's enjoy this video real quick.
All right.
From my heart, you are welcome with respect. This is how each training session of the indigenous Filipino martial art Balintawak begins and ends. A sentiment embodied by its legendary and inspirational Grandmaster, Bobby Tabuada. The unique fighting style of Balintawak focuses on the use of a single stick and empty hands. The theory is that the stick is just an extension of the arm, and it encourages the creation of harmony between the left and right hands, a symbiosis, to take control of yourself and your opponent. The practice of Balintawak is built on three pillars: control of yourself and your opponent, speed of coordination and reflexes, and power, developing increasing force by training all areas of the body. Students are taught that there is a counter to every counter. It's easy to hit, but difficult to defend. So Grandmaster Bobby emphasizes a strong defense for all beginners before increasing the speed of training to develop eye-hand coordination, reflexes, and flexibility of body movement. Skilled proponents exploit close-range fighting tactics, so only those with the fastest reflexes, coordination, and agility will prevail. Acclaimed in matches with the world's most renowned martial arts masters, receiving their highest praise for his flawless mastery of this art, Grandmaster Bobby, soft-spoken and ever modest, gives this piece of advice to would-be masters. Dedicated training and constant workouts give you fast reflexes, perfect coordination, and top agility. And that is the practical essence of the Balintawak system epitomized by Bobby Tabuada. Tactical awareness, continuous anticipation, and selective follow-through with a conscientious and unfolding tactical mind. Grandmaster Bobby strongly believes that Balintawak has something to contribute to the world of martial arts. He advises students to pick one good move from any art, master it and make it a part of your arsenal at any instant, and you will grow and mature in your knowledge. Grandmaster Bobby has also remarked that every moment spent under the watchful eyes of a master is truly time well spent, a statement with which anyone that has spent time in his presence will wholeheartedly agree.
That's Michael Nitz.
From his humble roots on the streets of Cebu City, Grandmaster Bobby has become the most recognized instructor of Balintawak harness in the world. Before leaving the Philippines, he made a promise to his own Grandmaster to promote his art worldwide and be known as a good example. He wants to spread his art around the world the best way he knows how, through friendship and brotherhood. To travel the world and create long-lasting friendships, he wants to feel a connection between his students and himself as an advisor who helps students learn from their own mistakes and grow. Never having really been interested in how skillful
His name
a
is
prospective
June.
student may look,
Is he from the
Grandmaster
US?
Bobby
Yeah.
is looking for the
From,
passion
Belgium.
inside. The passion in someone's eyes to thrive with
He's
his
a
art.
Belgian
The
instructor.
will to become better with each and every training session, with the dedication to get knocked down but then get straight back up again. The desire to become a better version of themselves with each and every counter.
It's called a line drill.
Ooh.
From my heart, you are welcome with respect.
Hey!
Wow.
What do you
Wow.
think?
Impressive.
Intense.
It is intense.
Makes you gives me a sense of pride actually.
It
Yeah.
does,
Because I'm
doesn't it?
Filipino.
Yeah.
So,
Well, one thing I noticed, I think it's a hard martial arts to master. It
Yeah,
looks like
yeah.
it's very, very complex.
it is. I mean, martial arts in general is complex,
Right.
but you know what I mean. But having a stick,
Yeah. I mean, it's a weapon that's available anywhere you go. Right.
right. But
Anywhere.
yeah,
Anyway.
because utilizing, but you know, like without the weapon itself, like kung fu, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. I think that's I'm not gonna say it's easier because I don't want to offend anyone. You know what I mean.
Mhm.
But I feel like you got more sense of control with everything on your hand. I think so. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
I think that's why this is more complex and I think it's harder to learn because now you're dealing with something.
Yeah. This is the from what I know, this is the only martial arts that starts you with a weapon right away.
Yeah. That's
The
That's
stick.
true. Yeah,
unless
that's
it's
true.
a kendo that you
Right.
Yeah,
you know.
So when I started doing Balintawak Martial like a year ago, I've always wanted to learn Filipino martial arts. Sadly, when I was still living in the Philippines, I was into karate,
Yeah.
Taekwondo. Yeah.
judo.
Your stereotypical
Right.
Yeah.
It's in high schools too.
They
ask
do.
you, like, PE.
They do.
Your PE is Taekwondo. Like, okay, I'll do PE.
And it only dawned on me when I entered the army, and then the the fighting skills in the army started to change.
Right.
And then at a certain level, they do teach you a little bit of arnis,
Mm-hmm.
not particularly this type,
Yeah.
but some sort of arnis, Filipino martial arts.
I mean, it's funny you said that because Delta, they did. I forget who it was, but they did learn Kali,
Mm-hmm.
the Filipino martial arts Kali,
Mhm.
the knife. So
Yeah.
that's part of their. In addition to jujitsu,
Mhm.
um, karate, Krav Maga,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Krav Maga, yeah, the
they
Russian.
actually have Kali, an instructor. I forget who he was.
Which makes sense.
Came in
Yeah.
and taught Kali to the special forces guys.
It,
Right.
it is so amazing. And these are the things that I just learned, right? Learning Balintawak Balintawak is really a close combat form.
Mm.
Mhm.
It's funny because you do see the stick,
Right.
but the stick does transition to a pen, a knife,
Yeah.
or even empty hands.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, I saw that in the video. Right.
Right.
They're doing.
The, and there's nothing different. Whatever you do with a stick,
Yeah.
it's the same move as a knife. It's the same move as no weapons, just hands.
Right.
That's so amazing. There's no transition none whatsoever.
Right.
So there's no special learning from what I know.
Yeah.
I'm still a learner. I'm a very new learner for Balintawak.
Yeah.
So, but from what I've seen and heard from some instructors and my instructor as well, everything translates to empty hands.
Yeah.
You just have
Makes
to
sense.
learn first to control.
Well, one thing I noticed too is, like karate, taekwondo, they are more geared towards points, or what you call this, sportsmanship, right? Sportsmanship, discipline, all that stuff.
Mm.
I think the martial arts that that we're accustomed to, the point of that training is to either defend or win a fight, not
Yeah.
to be a sports person to
Yeah.
get points.
Right.
It's actually to defend yourself, or
Life or death.
to lock it up, or disable a threat, basically.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, I think,
Right.
all martial arts starts with that, but I think
Yeah.
this martial arts stayed with that concept.
Yeah.
And watching the video, there's so many videos out there. I chose this video because it's amazing. It's quite done professionally,
Hmm.
or it's done professionally.
Yeah.
You're right. Uh, as far as I know, this is done in Germany,
Yeah.
and you could see how many practitioners are there.
Oh yeah.
And these practitioners, they're not just practitioners of Balintawak.
Yeah.
They do have their own martial arts system as
Mm.
well,
Yeah.
and they're just adding to their
their-
arsenal.
To the arsenal. Yeah. Makes
Right?
sense. Yeah.
It
Kind
and,
of like MMA, basically.
right,
Yes, martial
right,
arts, yeah.
and that is so. That's one thing that uh, Grandmaster Bobby always says, that take whatever you learn in Balintawak,
Yeah.
mix it up with what you know, and
Yeah.
make it your own.
Mhm.
Right.
But it's still a Balintawak system.
Right.
Right.
It's ever growing. It's
Yeah.
always growing.
I think for educational purposes, I mean, for a guy like you that's taking the class itself, for our viewers that's not familiar with this system, there is an origin for this, right?
There is.
Yeah,
There
on
is.
how he started.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
just because it's martial arts. I think it was used during the war, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It's the way when the Spanish conquered
Yeah.
the Philippines way back 1521.
Okay.
They already noted that they did see our indigenous people
Mhm.
learning or fighting with some form of sticks, swords, shield
Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah.
in that particular manner, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Vice
yeah.
versa. Whether they train with a stick, they fight with a sword,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it continued. The history for Balintawak, everything started with our niece Doce Pares.
That's
Um,
fine.
the Doce Pares brothers, some of them branch out. They have some animosity within themselves,
Mhm.
and branched out to Ashong Bakon, that generated the Balintawak system.
Okay.
One stick, one free hand.
Hmm.
Majority of Kali, when you see it, it's always double stick.
Yeah.
Right.
Double stick.
Ashong Bakon separated, made it into a single stick.
Mhm.
And please, viewers, if I'm incorrect, let me know. Again, there's so many things out there that I still don't know. I'm just sharing what I've been told.
Hmm.
And from then, I think one of the students, which is Grandmaster Bobby, under Ashong Bakon, the late Ashong Bakon,
Mhm.
and then he started to popularize
Yeah.
Mhm.
the system.
Yeah.
The system
Right.
is called the Quantada system.
Okay.
It means counter to counter.
Counter.
Yeah, there's
A
always
counter
a
to a
counter.
counter. Yeah.
Always. There's nothing that he believes that there's no one hit
Right.
that can be the final hit.
Hmm.
There's a counter for that hit.
Mhm.
You gotta find it.
You mentioned about the Spaniards, in the history. That's probably how we killed Magellan, is through
So the battle
Balito-
in Mactan.
Mactan.
Yeah, the battle.
But if you think about it, in the Spanish colonial rule, we couldn't have weapons.
Yeah.
So the Filipinos,
Yeah, baboons.
adapted and
Yeah,
used
yeah.
sticks.
Whatever you have.
Whatever you have.
Whatever you had to,
surrounding, yeah.
to fight
Okay.
fight off the Spaniards.
Yeah.
And it's
I
we had history of war, so that
I think this is something that could be used in the Olympics. Actually,
I agree,
you know what I
but
mean.
I mean,
I'm just surprised it's not as popular as it should be, because I think it actually has the recipe
Right.
to be more successful than
You can
Could
use the
be.
foam
You know what I
stick.
mean?
Yeah.
That's why I think, I don't know. I'm not sure if the marketing is not that great. I'm not sure. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because
So
I think I'm pretty sure that's the recipe. I'm that's probably what they're trying to figure out. How we're gonna market this out there to where.
it's funny that you mentioned that because apparently the way it was explained to me too,
Yeah.
the higher level you get, the more one-on-one instruction it becomes.
Mm.
Okay.
So it's really hard to become a high-level student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way that I could teach you
The
to
same
become at a
thing.
certain
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're doing your typical karate,
Yeah.
taekwondo, it's all structured as a class already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Kata.
You have your kata, you got your forms,
Yeah.
but with this, it translates to one-on-one.
Yeah.
So, and that's what one of the seminars that I went to with Grandmaster Bobby was, you know, he always says, "I'm old. I'm 70 so and so.
Yeah.
Who's gonna take over this
Right.
the art?"
Yeah.
Right? Because it's really hard to find that person
Mhm.
that could be the one.
I think, to me, in my opinion, right, because I'm not very familiar with this or the system or how the class works. I think if they form it to where, just like how you built up in karate, wherever
Yeah.
they have or like in any sports they have competitions,
Mhm.
like one-on-one competition. Like, I think they need to somehow, if it's not already there, bring it out to where make it more competitive. I think.
I think, yeah, you're
Like,
right.
I'm talking about, like, okay, let's train, but at the end of the quarter, we're gonna fight with point system.
They actually do that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's the market that it needs, and that's not being popularized. I think it should be popularized that way. I think
From what I understand,
Yeah.
they do have that in the Philippines.
Mm.
like one-on-one,
One-on-one.
with padded. You know how like
Y-
fencing in the Olympics,
Right.
They have pads.
You see that same thing.
Yeah.
They're padded here
Yeah.
on the top,
Yeah.
padded in the arms,
Yeah. Yeah.
And you get points.
and they go.
Yeah.
And they just continuously whack each other.
Right, and you earn points.
And you earn
whatever.
points. Yeah.
Yeah. But
So-
but that's the part that I don't think is on the mainstream. Because me, as a Filipino, I don't even know that.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm Filipino, and that's my culture, and I'm not. And yet I don't see a competition.
Kind of like an Olympics, like
Or
like,
not even Olympics.
like the Milo,
No,
the
not even
Milo
Olympics.
competitions.
I mean, but we all know that every sports, including karate,
Yeah.
they all have
They do.
A
competitive
tournament,
level,
tournaments,
a
yeah,
tournaments
yeah.
to where
Yeah.
you earn points, and then someone's a champion.
Remember the Milo
Makes
tournaments?
sense.
The Milo tournaments, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Bronze medal.
Oh shoot.
Yeah,
Oh,
Taekwondo.
shoot.
Right, bronze medal.
Look at you.
Third loser.
No, second loser.
Oh, second loser.
Second loser. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
No,
But you know what I mean.
I
though?
hear you.
think,
I hear
think,
you.
I think it needs to be on that level to be more popularized. Now, if it's already out there, then obviously the marketing needs to be better.
man, can you imagine
Yeah.
after class or like
Yeah.
10 minutes before class?
Yeah.
Round everybody up.
Yeah.
You're red, you're blue.
That's it.
Suit up.
That's one way to because going back to what you said, one way to move up in a level, like just like a purple belt, white belt, whatever.
Yeah.
Belts. Do you guys have belts, by the way?
We have levels.
Oh, not. Oh, okay. So
We have
you-
levels.
It's like
I think-
combat. It's
You
like
know what?
combatives.
I think that's my opinion, my suggestions to my brothers that's starting to popularize this sport. I think that's something they need to think about. Is something belt or something that you need to earn
Yes.
in order for you to be recognized as like, oh, this is not a beginner.
So
You know what I mean?
you get a gold stick.
Or
No,
something
I'm telling you.
like a stripe or
Like I
something,
said,
Yeah.
so
like a rank.
we get like a little certificate.
Yeah.
I could tell you
Yeah.
from a level 1 to a level 2,
Yeah.
I do feel sorry for the level 1.
Oh.
That's a big jump right away. It's amazing. It's
Right.
amazing.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
They have this term called play, aga, right?
Mhm.
There's a feeding system that you do.
Yeah.
The feeding system, of course, it's, for example, I'm gonna whack you in your head. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna present it close to your head so that you can react. Right? But in essence, it's a whack in the head.
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same reaction.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna do that. I
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to train you to
To react.
React.
Mm.
the defensive part.
I see.
Right.
The defensive part.
Yeah.
And that alone takes a while to understand.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't even understand like the twists and turns and all this. It's too complex.
No, that was actually all that you saw over there. Some of them are like slowed down 100% so you could
Yes,
see
and
it.
even if it's slowed down, it looks very very hard to do.
Yeah, some of the people that you saw, like the shorter Filipino on the video, his name is June. He works, from my understanding, an embassy in Belgium.
Yeah.
He is the one that instructed Michael Nitz. Michael, let me know if it's true. And then from Michael Nitz is already an instructor of several different martial arts from Germany.
Yeah.
And when he saw June and got to know June and got to know Balintawak, hooked. He got hooked. So he started training Balintawak until he got to a fully qualified instructor.
Right.
That's level 7.
Oh wow!
Level 7. But in order for you to become a level 7, from what you have learned already, level 1 to 6, you have to develop your own counters
Right.
and techniques.
Right.
And that's yours. It makes it personal to you to become a fully qualified
You
instructor.
know what my martial arts is?
What?
Galak Tuando. Like, pow! Taekwondo.
Or have you got,
Me, Sainachi.
I was gonna ask that. Have you guys heard of Sayinachi?
Sainachi.
Taekwondo.
Yeah.
So like there's like Filipino martial arts, if you hear about it, some people don't know that's what they're doing in Hollywood.
Right.
Like one of the movies, name a movie that you think Kali is involved. Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles, yeah.
What else?
That has
Born, the Born
Jason
series?
Bourne, yeah, the Bourne
Yeah.
Oh, she was in
series.
the Philippines.
Right. That's a lot of Kali.
Yeah.
Or
No, actually, John Wick.
John Wick.
John
You're
Wick
right.
has Kali.
John Wick has a lot of Kali or Arnis or some sort of Filipino martial arts
Yeah.
in there.
Right.
And then we're just discussing like one segment of Filipino martial arts because there's so many of them.
Yeah. Just this particular.
Sainachi is very, very famous.
They have Panuntukan.
Yeah.
Panuntukan is Philippine boxing.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
They call it dirty boxing.
Oh, is that like bare knuckle?
No, well, it's
KC?
Hawak mo mga bayag. That's a famous martial arts.
Pitli mo tenga.
Hipuin mo tenga. Yeah.
Mission Impossible, or you guys remember watching Book of Eli?
Yeah, Book of Eli. Yeah.
That's another one.
Yeah.
That's another one. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
So it's out there again. I think that's. I think, and I'm saying that a lot because I really want this to be popular.
oh, me too.
I think they just need again, figure out a way to be more, inviting, as and
I'm a mixed feelings.
not inviting in a way, but it's more of to make it more popular. I believe in the competitive side of it.
Yeah.
My point is, I think it needs to be more to where there's something you earn. Okay,
Yeah.
besides the level, because the level is kind of hidden, which is good, more discreet, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you don't know if you're black belt or whatever.
True.
But I think the sense of success is there if you earn like a stripe or something on your stick.
On your stick,
At least, or just doesn't have to be on you, just a stick.
on the stick.
You know what I mean? Or
I
something.
like the part. Well, I agree and kind of disagree because
Yeah.
I like the prestigiousness of it because
Right.
if everybody knows in the whole world, the techniques that Balintawak offers, now you're like they can counter whatever, right?
But yes, but that's his point though. He's trying to popularize it,
Mhm.
and he wants everybody to know
The practicalities,
share the knowledge. Basically.
Yeah.
But that's what he's trying to do, right?
Yes.
The
I mean,
idea is to share the
he left the
Yeah.
Philippines, went to Australia,
knowledge. Basically.
share or live over there.
Yeah.
No, but Grandmaster Bobby was in Australia for the
Yeah,
longest time, and then from there
Yeah.
moved to North Carolina,
Right.
to the United States, and
Yeah.
start teaching from there.
Yeah.
However,
Mhm.
there's a lot of armies
Yeah.
that are armies and police
Mhm.
that are learning
Yeah.
Arnis,
Makes sense because the baton.
the baton,
Yeah,
or
yeah, makes
just
sense.
manipulation of
Yeah,
Hands.
Kali,
Yeah.
like I said, Delta Force is using it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Rangers,
Yeah.
the Rangers are
Makes
using it.
sense.
so.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
there's so many Filipino martial arts. This is the one that I wanted to showcase.
Mhm.
Great showcase.
if you are living here in Washington
Yeah.
State,
Yeah.
there is the whole Balintawak Seattle
Yeah.
that is in, of course, Seattle, Kent, Renton,
Yeah. Or anywhere really.
or anywhere.
Anywhere
But
you are,
we
yeah.
have one here in Lacey,
Yeah.
which I attend.
Yeah.
There's also up in Marysville.
Okay.
There's Balintawak in Oregon, all the way
Yeah.
down to California.
Yeah.
So,
Holla at your boy.
Oh yeah. Message us
message us.
if you're interested and you don't know who to contact. Yeah, that's the guy.
What's
right
our
here.
email?
topproductions@gmail.com. No
Yeah.
space, just
Yeah.
one word, Top
Right.
Productions.
Or you can just message us. That's fine.
Or
too.
Leave
put
a
in
comment.
a comment.
Leave a comment and then we'll lead you to the right direction.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah,
There you go.
Balintawak
I know.
Balintawak.
martial arts.
Yeah, I want to go out there and start whacking people now.
Whack-a-mole.
Come here.
Believe me, man. During seminar, me and Elijah we're going at it, and all of a sudden it goes, but boom, straight to my field, boy.
I know.
That's all I got, folks. If you are interested, leave us a comment.
Good one.
Please click subscribe, and
And spread the knowledge.
there you go.
Spread the love. Don't forget about us.
Yeah.
Peace.
And chicken grease. Like that button.
Hit that.
Hit it,
Notify us too.
You can hit that, or you can
Yeah.
tap that.
or you can whack it.
Whack it.